Hello, everyone. This is your girl Rita, also known as the self proclaimed gold digger. Welcome back to my channel by the same name, where I talk about my life as a wife, mom, entrepreneur, and business owner, and share with you the lessons I've learned as well as the mistakes that I've made in hopes that you will be better served on your entrepreneur or business ownership journey. So, um, earlier in one of my previous videos, I shared with you my goals for the month of September. And one of those goals was that I am trying to read at least 2 books a month. And on last month in August, I was able to enjoy a fabulous book that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And each month, I'm going to come to you and share with you one of my awesome books that I was able to read and just let you know what I thought about it, kind of like do a review. But last month in August, I read the Magnolia story by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and it was a wonderful, refreshing, inspiring read. And I highly recommend it, if just in general, not even if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner. It's just a good read. If you like Chip and Joanna, if you watch their TV show Fixer Upper, you will definitely enjoy the book. And it just chronicles their life as a couple, as they were trying to start their business, as they have kind of grown and developed into the couple or the individuals we know today. It talks about how they even got on their own TV show, and just hearing their story, it was inspiring just to let me know that, hey, just keep doing the good work, just keep plugging along. Don't do anything for recognition. Do your best at everything, and just do it because you want to do your best. Eventually, if you the recognition will come later, and even if it doesn't come, just knowing that you've done your best and you've done a good job and you've done something that is respectable and reputable and that kind of thing, that is what really matters. Because we know, or I was introduced to Chip and Joanna through HGTV, through their TV show, but they've been working at this thing for a long time. And it just goes to show that hard work, it does pay off in the long run. And also, they mentioned about just how they kind of like listen to the voice of God, and how God has just kind of led and guided them throughout this whole journey. And it was just so refreshing to hear, because I could relate to some of the things that they mentioned in the book. And like, I am just trying to do what God has called me to do and what God has asked me to do. And I'm not doing anything for recognition or fame or anything like that. I'm doing it just to better serve my community, to help other people, that kind of thing. And that it just shows how like awesome and down to earth and everything they are. As well as an entrepreneur, it was encouraging, just because sometimes it does get rough as an entrepreneur. You seem like you're out there on your own, and you just have to keep going. You just have to believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, and believe that eventually good things are going to happen. And that is exactly what their story was about. And it just makes me love and appreciate them even more for taking time out to share their story with us. So I read their book through Audible because, as I've mentioned plenty of times, I do not have a lot of time to read books at all. So if I do consume a book or whatever, majority of the time it is through Audible, so I can listen to it while I'm cooking or cleaning and that kind of thing, or going on my walk. So that was how I got I was able to listen to the book, was through Audible. I liked it too because it was read by both Chip and Joanna, so you could kind of I like hearing books that are read by the authors, especially like biographies and things like that, so you can kind of get a sense of their tone and you know, their feelings and that kind of stuff. So that is what I did. It was a pretty quick read or listen to, since I didn't actually read it. I was definitely it was definitely, what is the word I'm looking for, captivating or whatever. It wasn't boring or anything like that, because typically when I do audiobooks, there are certain times that I have designated to listen to them, because like I said, I'm really, really busy. So sometimes when I'm doing my walks, I don't really, depending on the book, I don't want to listen to it, because when I'm doing my walk, I want to be inspired, so to speak. So I'm trying to listen to stuff that is like motivational, keeping me pumped up, that kind of thing. So I don't always listen to audiobooks during that time, but I might listen to them like when I'm cooking or cleaning and that kind of stuff. But I listen to the Magnolia Story, because I don't even know if I told you the name of their book. It's called The Magnolia Story. But I listened to it like when I was doing my daily walk, and then I listened to it on my lunch break, because that was just like how involved, and I wanted to hear like, okay, what happened next, or whatever. And I don't always listen to stuff on my lunch break, because usually that's my time to kind of like decompress and unwind for a little bit before I have to go back to work or whatever. So it's like I kind of like some peace and quiet and stuff like that. But I was just so captivated by their book that I just kept wanting to hear more and more and more. So with that being said, I was able to pretty much get through the book in like 2 days, if that. Like maybe I started that afternoon, and by the following afternoon I was done with the book. And I listened to it, like I said, on my lunch break both days, because I wanted to hear what was going to happen next. And I was like, I won't say a little bit disappointed when it was over, but it was a good read, and it was a quick read. It doesn't take you that long. So if you're actually reading the physical book, it's probably going to be like a page turner or whatever as well. But definitely check it out. It is an encouraging, inspiring book, The Magnolia Story by Chip and Joanna Gaines. Now, if you want to follow along or read what I'm reading, the next book that I am reading for the month of September is Relationship Goals by Pastor Mike Todd. I love Pastor Mike Todd. I followed his Crazy Faith series. Ever since then, I've been kind of hooked to him, and I will listen to his sermon series and things of that nature. So I am going to be reading Relationship Goals. Now, I started Relationship Goals a few months ago, and I was supposed to be reading it along with a group, but I'm ready to be done with this book. Now, I'm not doing an audiobook with this particular one, because I figured with this one, with it being Relationship Goals, I wanted to be able to highlight stuff. I wanted to be able to write down stuff, which I have been doing, because so far it has been amazing as well. But I plan on completing it this month, and once I do, I will share with you my thoughts about that. But pretty much anything Pastor Mike Todd does is just phenomenal, amazing, incredible. So I'm excited about getting finished with that book, and I will be sharing that with you on next month. All right. So if you decide to read Magnolia Story or Relationship Goals, please let me know your thoughts about both of the books, or what you think, or whatever you're reading, if you feel like sharing, or if there's a book that you feel that I need to read, because I'm on the hunt for new, interesting, and exciting books. Right now, at this point in my life, I really enjoy the nonfiction. I haven't been reading a whole lot of fiction books, so more so nonfiction. But if you have some books that you want to share, please feel free to do so. All right, that is all I have for now. This is your girl Rita, also known as the Gold Digger, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, everyone.